Morning, everyone. It is time for the daily reflection. I hope everybody's having a good day. It is day before Thanksgiving, huh? When the heck did that happen? Well, I guess it happened today, huh? So today's actually one of those days where I just don't feel like doing this. It's just, you get wore out, man. Now, it isn't so much wore out. It's just, I come up with things to say, things like that. And then you guys get to see my daily life, which can be a little uncomfortable sometimes. At the same time, that was kind of the point of the whole thing, right? So, you got to keep it. It comes back to being humble. I'm allowed to do this today. I have the freedom. So I can actually make the choice to not do this if I so choose. And honestly, I don't, a couple of people may notice, but it really wouldn't be a big deal. Right. But now if I went for like a week, okay, then we'd be talking about something different. And that's where our friends keep on. So sometimes we wonder why we're doing this, right? And then God gives us answers. So yesterday I was in a meeting. Here we are with more answers from God. I should just do like a little mailbag thing that Johnny Carson used to do with the little... That'd be kind of funny if you guys... what was that called? Stupid answer, stupid question. No, that was David Letterman. Anyway, so I was in a meeting yesterday, and it was a speaker meeting, and this lady was talking. And she's talking about this, how she was in a meeting. And there was this guy that was there that just made her laugh and made her feel a part of and comfortable, and she was new. And, she finally asked that person about their shirt. And I guess it was a Wookiee shirt, the expressions of a Wookiee. And she asked this guy, "What does that one mean?" And he said, "Come back tomorrow and I'll tell you." I didn't realize she was talking about me. I didn't even know I had done that. I had the shirt out because I'm going to give it to her. I don't even remember it. I don't. I believe her that it was me because that sounds like something I would say. I was probably trying to ruin her drinking career. I do that. That's what I do. You just never know, guys. You don't know where you're going to get your answers. It floored me. I'm still trying to not necessarily wrap my head around it. But it was a very emotional moment for her. So what does that tell you? That you don't know what's going to happen if you go somewhere, open your mouth with the intention of helping other people. It can become something pretty powerful. So I'm going to do something a little different today. The daily reflections was pretty cool, and I kind of wanted to read this. Just because it gives some pretty neat background. And, it's just a neat reading. In the years before the publication of the book, Alcoholics Anonymous, we had no name. I love this story. By a narrow majority, the verdict for naming the book was The Way Out, which was a very good movie with what's his name? Sorry. One of our early loan members found exactly 12 other books reading titled The Way Out. So Alcoholics Anonymous became the first choice. That's how we named our book of experience, a name for our movement, and as we are now beginning to see a tradition of the greatest spiritual import, right? Beginning the Bill's momentous decision in Akron to make a telephone call rather than visit the hotel bar. How often has a higher power made itself felt at crucial moments in our history? Like going to a meeting when you don't want to go to a meeting, doing the daily reflection when you don't want to do the daily reflections, right? We continue to do them. Okay. Why? Because this is now my norm, but it was outside of my norm that I used to do. So if I didn't do the daily reflection, I'd probably feel it, and if I just, let's say I forgot about it, yeah, right. Let's say I forgot about it, I'd probably be like, something's kind of missing today. I might not be able to put my finger on it. The eventual importance that the principle of anonymity, the eventual importance that the principle of anonymity would acquire was but dimly perceived, if at all, in those early days. There seemed to have been an element of chance, even in the choice of a name for our fellowship. God is no stranger to anonymity, and often appears in human affairs as guises of luck, chance, or coincidence. If anonymity somewhat fortuitously became the spiritual basis for all of our traditions, perhaps God was acting anonymously on our behalf. I like that. God was acting anonymously on our behalf. So the thing is God has always got our back, even when it comes to this. Even picking our book, 100 people, 100 alcoholics came together and figured out how to write a book on a way out, right? All right, today's daily reflection. What you have may seem small. You desire so much more. See children thrusting their hands into a narrow necked jar, striving to pull out the sweets. If they fill the hand, they cannot pull it out, and then they fall to tears. When they let two go few, they can draw out the rest. You too let your desires go, covet not too much, wrote Epictetus. I doubt Epictetus. Stupid Romans. Or that Greek. I don't know. So we seem to be that way, where we either want too much or need too little, right? We need to find that balance in there. Okay, so when we reach our hand in the jar, if we grab too many of the sweets, we can't get our hand back out. But if we grab a couple of the sweets, then we can, right? Let me expect not too much of anyone, especially yourself, especially you, right? Particularly myself. Let me learn to settle for less than I wish were possible, and be willing to accept it and appreciate it. Do I accept gratefully and graciously the good that has already come to me in my program? Right? We can use that, right? Today I wasn't feeling it. I just wasn't. And my mind, I came in here, sat down, saw that shirt. It reminded me of what happened yesterday. Suddenly, I'm a little bit more willing to do it, and that's God working in my life. That's what's cool. Yeah, I can recognize that I'm having this kind of day. I recognize it, and let God know. And you know what He does? He covers my butt. Well, today, Dion, you need a little bit of butt covering. Okay. Yesterday you put in some extra work. It all evens out. But knowing that is there is extremely comfortable for me. Okay. I don't know that I want to say extremely comfortable, because it's not well, I'll just let God do all the work, because that ain't going to happen either. Right? Faith without works is dead. So he gave me the willingness to get something done that needed to be done today. Thank you, God. May I search my soul for those little handkerchiefs of what? Of want, which maybe keep me from delighting in all that I have. If I can teach myself not to want too much, not to expect too much, then when those expectations are not satisfied, I won't be let down. May I accept with grace may I accept with grace what the grace of God has provided. So, what is the opposite of want? Need, right? And need can be something entirely different. Also, that can be another form of I need it, until you can start to differentiate it, right? I think the Rolling Stones put it very, very well. You can't always get what you want, but if you try sometimes, you just might find you get what you need. I think that's exactly it for us. I alone can grant myself the freedom from want. Just get rid of your expectations. You're going to find that your expectations just aren't any good. Right? There really isn't any reason to have them, unless you feel like fiddling with reasonable expectations, which is just a different word. Right? What it comes down to is what are your intentions around all of that? Are they good or bad? Are they indifferent? Are you going to cause more chaos and harmony? These are the things that we need to look at before we move forward, right? All right, guys, that's going to be it for today. I'll be back tomorrow for daily reflection. All right? Take care of yourselves. Do what you need to do for the holiday. I did. Thank you, guys. I love you. And have a day. Bye.